along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. We've got the Detroit Pistons taking on Boston. A quick check now the starting lineups for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on, guys. B-Train.
And he's a screen setter, Kevin. It's something that's very underrated, but you watch him, if you lock in on him, you'll see all the screens he sets, ball screens, and lateral screens away from the basketball. He's got them all down, and then he's got the ability also to roll to the rim and finish.
And you know, he is an extremely skilled player attacking off the dribble, too. I mean, he's got a great pull-up jumper as well, Steve.
You look at Boston, it all comes down to this. A well-fought series so far, but only one team will walk away victorious.
Well, it's their entire season wrapped into one game. And that's what we have here tonight. And I'm sure they're very thankful to be playing in front of their home fans because they're going absolutely nuts right now.
Steve, I don't know if I've ever been in an arena more charged up than this one is today. I mean, it is absolutely ear-splitting in here. And I'll bet the players are even more excited than the fans. What a great environment.
A prodigy. Here's the break. Here's lights out. It's rebounded by B-Train.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Deflects the pass. A Prophet. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit. Lights out, checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Insanity. Harris outside. And the pass to the body. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
No good from the prodigy. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to the body. That's good. The bodyguard's got his first bucket of the night.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Swiped it away. He's all alone. Here's Insanity.
Oh, what a huge play.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Here's the Prophet. Tatum. And it's off the back rim. No good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Shoots it. Pistons passing it around. Here's the bodyguard. Nice D from B-Train.
If they get in every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Uncovered. It's rebounded by Captain Clutch.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
Here's lights out. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Al Horford is checked in for Boston.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to speak momentarily with Monty Williams. Just staying relaxed in this kind of atmosphere is going to be difficult. He knows that. But he's hoping any kind of nervous energy his players may have translates into extra effort. We'll see if they can stay balanced enough to win this series on the road, Kevin. Not an easy task.
Thank you, Doris. And here is Harris. Following the 3 from Rogers. Now the pass to the bodyguard. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. The bodyguard's got his second basket.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Back to Horford. There's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Inside with the pass to Captain Clutch. Here's Insanity. Here's the bodyguard. A 3 off the mark. The Boston have gone 4 of 7 from the field since we got number 1. to the Prophet. The prodigy. Rogers passes to Horford. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Insanity. And there's the foul to go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
The pass to Insanity. There's the dish to Harris. Here's Lights Out. Just 5 to shoot. Harris passes to Lights Out. Shot's good.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's the prodigy. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. B-Train. Pass to Rogers. Here's the Prophet. Wide open. It's rebounded by Lights Out. Lights Out's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'll tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
The prodigy passes to Beecher. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Pistons leading by 6. Passes to Captain Clutch. Here's Insanity.
Yeah, that would put them over the limit, and if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint. And this is the difference in the game. I mean, they're drawing fouls and then converting at the foul line.
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Well, you look at B-Train, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
Tell you what, he's dialed up his rebounding here in the playoffs, and the big games seem to bring the best out of him.
Pass to Rogers. Shot to stop the run. He lays it in. Rogers has got 5 points so far.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Here's the bodyguard. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Ball stolen. Here's Insanity. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
It's tipped. Here's the prodigy. He passes to the Prophet. And now the Pistons fast break. Insanity the Prophet.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Here's the prodigy. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. B-Train shoots from the elbow. Here's Horford. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Here's Insanity. 11 points in the game. The pass to the bodyguard.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's the prodigy. Pass to Rogers. Drains the three-pointer. Rogers has got 8.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Pistons leading by 8. Cunningham's shot is off.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities. I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into very serious foul trouble early in this game.
I think they've got to be more disciplined here, Kevin. Already way too many fouls and too many free points for the opponent.
The Celtics making a switch here. Boston's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Holiday goes in. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Here's Ivy. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. They are looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
And that result was no surprise, Clark, because they played very loose with the ball that night.
Yeah, they were carefree. Footloose and fancy-free with the ball doesn't get it done. And how often do we see it, Steve? The team that loses the turnover battle loses the game.
Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. 1:46 left to play in the first. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Ivy's got his first basket. Celtics trail by 8. Holiday off a pitch from White. Holiday dishes to Brown. He kicks to White. He feeds it to Holiday. Back to White. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Stewart. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Reed the pass to Captain Clutch. He dishes it to Cunningham. Feeds to Ivy. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The shot's good from Captain Clutch.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
Now their offense continues to click.
Kicks to Holiday. Poke loose. And now the Pistons fast break. Cunningham dishes it to Ivy. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Detroit making a switch. Thompson's checked in. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Like you were saying earlier, early foul leading to the big deficit to start this game.
Well, you never want to give a team free points, and you send them to the line because you're lazy or late defensively, and that just allows them to get cheap points, and you can't afford to do that.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham. Back to Thompson. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger clock right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Soft touch off the glass. He has 5. Detroit with the ball. Leading by 12. And there's the feed to Reed. Dishes it to Cunningham. Thompson for the triple. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
Detroit leading by 10. And for Detroit, we've got Cunningham, and it's Ivy in at the 2-guard spot. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. There's the dish to Cunningham. Easily outside. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And for Boston, outside Holiday. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Celtics trail by 10. On the floor for Detroit. We've got lights out. Thompson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Ivy in at the 2. Brown, good.
How about the passing? They're moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
That's good from Ivy. The Celtics shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Passes it to Brown. Tillman, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Bodyguards checked in for Cunningham. He hits the second from the line. Pistons leading by 10. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's lights out, and he makes it look easy. Dunking it hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
So it's Boston now. Outside Holiday. Brown outside. Richard, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
And the Pistons making a change here. Now timeout called by Boston.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, Doctor.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
And so it's Boston with it. It's a 14-point game. Rebound, Detroit. Lights out's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And it's Harris off the drive. There's a killer 2-handed slam.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Tatum, guarded by Harris, gets the bucket. He's got 9. Detroit leading by 14. Kicks it out to Beasley. Stripped it away. Here is Rogers. 8 points for him. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
Yeah, terrific one-on-one scorer. Able to break down defenders and make something out of nothing.
Yeah, it's really a nice blend of balance and creativity. Puts you on your heels, stops on a dime, and he can drain it on you before you recover.
Reed is checked in for Tobias Harris. Here's Insanity.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
B-Train's checked in for Boston. Not loose. Now Detroit moving it up. The finger will finish at the bucket. 16 points for lights out.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Pass to the prodigy. Fires top of the key. Misses off the right eye.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Here's Insanity. 13 points in the game. That's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's the Prodigy, looking for his first basket still in this one. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top. They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. They're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Here's the Prodigy. And here's the break. Here's Insanity.
Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
It's not possible what we just caught. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
And both free throws good for Rogers. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 19-7 run. The Insanity, the pass to Lights Out. Here's Insanity. This ball movement by Detroit. Here's Beasley. It's rebounded by the Prodigy. Celtics trail by 21. Here's the pass to Rogers. Pushing it up. Here's the bodyguard. And that one's good. The bodyguard's got 11.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away.
Boom. Here's the Prodigy. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. You look at the bodyguard, third in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And what a run he's been on, guys, establishing himself at the perfect time here in the postseason. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Here's the Prodigy after the made shot from Captain Clutch. Passes it to Beatrice. Here's the Prophet. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. 6 seconds. Five on the clock. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Inside with the pass to Thompson. Lights out. Backed in off the glass. Lights out's got 18 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
The shot's good from Rogers.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Insanity, the pass to Captain Clutch. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Here's the Prodigy. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pass to the Prophet. Off target with his 3.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Now, here's Thompson. Insanity the pass to Captain Clutch. Here's the bodyguard, guarded by Rogers. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Pull from the top of the key. Pistons keep it alive. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And there's the pass to the Prodigy. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Captain Clutch. Captain Clutch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The bodyguard passes to Captain Clutch. Detroit, no good that time either.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Passes to Beecher. 1:22 left to play in the first half. The Prophet, a wide open shot is on the money. The Prophet's got 5 points now this quarter.
They slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside, Clark, because they had a good flow, a good pace here early on.
Brown with it. Pass to Beecher. Here is Rogers. Brown outside. He passes it to the Prophet. Back to Brown. Here's B-Train.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. The Pistons making a change here. Both free throws good from B-Train. Pistons leading by 23. Insanity the pass to Captain Clutch. Drills it from outside. Captain Clutch has got 12 points in the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
The Prophet passes to Brown. Rebound, Detroit. The Insanity's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Lights Out. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he's so fast. I don't know how you stop him when he's coming right at you like that.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. The Prodigy passes to Brown. Poked away. Passes it to the Prodigy. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Tense moments here in the deciding.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to this Game 7 as we get ready to get back into the action.
And what a game for Lights Out. He's got 21 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Yeah, 5 pretty big points, Clark.
Celtics shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. They've got the Prophet. Prodigy is out there with Rogers. And there's B-Train. That's the Boston 5. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pass to the Prodigy. To the middle, the Prophet. Here's Insanity. Now the pass to Captain Clutch. Pass to the bodyguard. And the call will go against the Prodigy. It'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Here's the bodyguard. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And free throw good from bodyguard. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's the Celtics now. Pass to Rogers. Here's the Prophet from outside the arc. Launches a 3. No good. And it's Detroit the other way.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Captain Clutch passes to the bodyguard. No good from outside. So it's the Celtics now. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Pass to Insanity. He passes to lights out. Rodgers pulls it in. Rodgers has got his third rebound tonight. There's the pass to the Prophet. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
So far in the game for the Prophet, 9 points and a steal.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. Both free throws good from the Prophet. Here's lights out. 21 points in the game. Insanity, the pass to Captain Clutch. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Captain Clutch. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
I think he was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
Passes it to the bodyguard. Sinks the triple. The bodyguard's got 16.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Tatum. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Pass to Captain Clutch. Tipped away. And he lays it straight in. 14 points for the captain. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Insanity. It's rebounded by the Prodigy.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 13 points for the Prophet.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
Here's the bodyguard. 16 points for him. Insanity, the pass to lights out. Here's Insanity. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And the offense continues to struggle. Just 1 make in their 5 attempts.
And that one's good.
They're looking significantly better now, but still a long way to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least the effort's there now. It had been sorely lacking early.
Here's the bodyguard. And he uses the glass on the way. The bodyguard's got 18 points. Now a timeout called by Boston. Without question, lights out displaying his skills today.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Here's the Prodigy. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the pass to the Prophet. The 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
Forcing turnovers, you want to convert at the other end. That's what this club has done.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Insanity. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the Insanity's got 20 points.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something that should get away from him.
Tatum gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 15.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Passes to Captain Clutch. He passes to Insanity. Here's Captain Clutch. And Detroit again with the bucket. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Down low. Pass to the Prophet. B-Train. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. The first one falls.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Here's Insanity. 20 points for him. Duran. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
Tipped. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
Here's the bodyguard. 18 points for him. Here's lights out. And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. This will be his fifth trip to the free throw line.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer their perfection continues.
Detroit making a switch here. Ivy's checked in, and the layup's good off the glass. 17 points in the game.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
He kicks to Cunningham. He feeds it to Ivy. The pass to Captain Clutch. Here's the bodyguard. Launches it. Count that one. The bodyguard's got 10 points in just the second half.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
So it's Boston now. This ball movement by Boston. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Ivy.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Well, if you're doing enough good things and you're maintaining at least a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Boston with the ball after the missed three from Ivy. Can't get it to fall. Detroit's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for B-Train. And it's the prodigy in for the Prophet. Gets it to go. And that's 18 points for the captain.
I think they've got to keep getting him the ball. When he's going like that, he's in the zone right now. Perfect from the field. You've got to continue to milk the hot hand.
Here is Cunningham. Passes it to the bodyguard. Shot clock at 6. Ivy kicks to Cunningham. He dishes it to Ivy. Offline with his three. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside Holiday. Tatum. No good with the triple. The Pistons have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Cunningham dishes it to Ivy. The bodyguard. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. Out to Harris.
And that fourth foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
This is his first free throw of the game. And Harris drops them both. Well, the Celtics shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. got a piece of it. Pass to the Prophet. Fires it up. And he hits the jump shot. The Prophet's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Celtics making a switch here. Richards is checked in. That's good from Captain Clutch. The Celtics shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's the Prodigy. And that one hits back iron.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Back to Harris. And there's the pass to Captain Clutch. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 5 here tonight. Richard, defended by Ivy. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Detroit's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Out to Harris. Pass to Captain Clutch. Takes the 13-footer. A rebound by the Celtics.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's the Prodigy. It's good from long range. The Prodigy's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Captain Clutch. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. A moment now to reset the lamps, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Tobias Harris is out there with Reed. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Stewart in at center. Harris, and it's rejected. Outside Holiday. It's the three-point bomb. Holiday's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Celtics. Cunningham off the pick from Harris. Here is Cunningham. Harris kicks to Beasley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hurd, guarded by Harris. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time, but yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Here's Stewart, and it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thompson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Boston ball. The Pistons making a change here. Harris is checked in. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Holiday goes in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Feeds it to Horford. Back to Holiday. Hurd. Busted. No good that time either. Pistons have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Harris dishes to Ivy. Holiday brings the double team. It's Beasley on the wing. 4 on the clock. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Kicks it to Horford. The feed now to Holiday. Dishes to White. There's a good screen. Misses the 3.
I tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Thompson against Horford. Thompson passes to Harris. The dish to Ivy. Knocked away. Thompson outside. They need this one. Gets the bucket. Now Holiday. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Pass to Horford. From deep. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Ivy. Left side Harris. Ivy. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And that one comes up a bit short. The Celtics have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Now here's White. White gets the screen from Horford. White, good.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
So it's the Pistons now. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. Thompson off the pick from Harris. Kicks it out to Beasley. Off target from outside. The Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Three-pointer. Gets it to go.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Here's Ivy. Reed, a screen on Holiday. He kicks it to Beasley. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
They've stepped up their 3-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Well, they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Now here is Holiday. Here's Horford. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Holiday with the block. White drives in, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Stewart's checked in for Detroit. So it's the Pistons now. And here's Thompson. Pass to Stewart. To the paint. Here's Harris. And that one is stuffed right through. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And so it's Boston with it. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Horford. For 3, it's blocked. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. So it's Boston now. Tillman. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
There's the pick. Ivy kicks to Thompson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Now here's White. Here's Richard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Beasley dishes to Thompson. The pass to Ivy. Feeds it to Beasley. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
The Celtics shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. It's rebounded by Ivy. Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Harris a screen on White. Harris outside. They grab their own miss. Another shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. He's off on the first. Detroit making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Celtics shooting 47%, pretty solid. Back to White. He dishes it to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Bird, no good on the three.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Here is Cunningham. It's Thompson off the drive. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Cunningham. Stewart, guarded by Horford, gets it to go.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
White gets the screen from Horford. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Harris is there. Puts up the baby hook. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. There's the feed to Cunningham. He passes it to Stewart. And White with the block. 1:24 left in the game. Tillman. Back to White. Bird. Good on the triple. And, well, Detroit shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. It's Beasley on the wing. Back to Thompson. Dishes to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Harris misses. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Outside, White. Kicks to Horford. Richard defended by Cunningham. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Harris outside. Beasley outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Bird hits it from three-point range. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here is Cunningham. And so the Detroit Pistons win the series and will move on. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves of
si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que no va conmigo, porque siento que